Hi everyone, how are you? It's kind of a monsoon night here tonight. I'm having fun in the kitchen and I wanted to show you a sauce I'm going to make tonight. I have my Zoodle maker out and I really love this thing. It's super fun. So I'm doing a couple of things. In the background you might hear I have some butternut squash and fennel and I'm pan roasting them. So I'll just grab it and show you. So that's my butternut squash and fennel, and doesn't that look beautiful? Just not even ready to go yet. So that's going to be about probably 10 more minutes until that one's done. And so what I'm going to do now is, I have also a little bit earlier today, I pan roast cherry tomatoes. This is kind of one of my favorite things in the world to do. Hi Ariel. And you just, whoops, I'm dripping oil. You just take olive oil, put cherry tomatoes in it, a couple cloves of garlic, and it's really fun. And it tastes and smells delicious. Then go about 30 minutes on super low heat. You don't want to boil it, just really low. And then you take your beautiful sauce with the tomatoes and the garlic, couple cloves of garlic, olive oil, and tomatoes. That's it. So I usually go on like 2 on my gas stove, keep it really low, and then I go about 30 minutes. So then the juices of the tomatoes come out, and then you can just store it in a container and put it in your refrigerator and use it for a lot of different uses. So for tonight, I'm going to actually make a tomato sauce out of it. So I have the tomatoes right there, just as I said, and I'm just going to Cuisinart them, and that's going to make my sauce. Basically a tomato sauce. But it's really flavorful and infused. And as you can see, I just pulsed it a few times. I really like to keep it with the integrity of the sauce. I don't want it to turn into baby food. So I'm going to put that in there. And it already just smells so wonderful because it's so aromatic with the olive oil, garlic, and tomatoes. A little bit of salt and pepper. So it's pretty simple. So that's the tomato sauce right there. Make sure I don't spill it over. And then what I'm going to do is I have some ricotta cheese, and I'm going to put about half of that in there. And I've let it come to room temperature so it's a little easier to mix. So I'm going to add that in there, and that's going to add thickness and flavor and make it delicious. So I'm just going to go like that. When the sauce hits the vegetables and the zoodles, it's going to kind of melt that cheese a little bit more. So it's okay if it's lumpy like you see in here. And then also I have my homemade pesto. So I'm going to put a spoonful of that in there. So super flavorful, right? We've got pesto, ricotta cheese, tomatoes, olive oil, little salt and pepper. Super simple dinner, right? Okay, so we're moving this guy over. So my sauce is ready for the vegetables. So you can see I have my Zoodle maker out, and I just love this thing. It's the funnest thing ever. Okay, so I've already put a little bit in here, but I'm going to show you. So if you don't have one, buy one. This was $30, Amazon. I couldn't find the electric one in any of the stores in town. They have the hand done ones, but they take a lot longer. So I just they have different blades, throwing stuff around. They have different blades that it comes with, so you can do whatever you feel like doing. So you just put it in there, turn it on, push her down. And in about a minute, you have Zoodles. It's super fun. Who doesn't like kitchen toys, right? Kitchen toys are the best. Okay, so that's that. Then the whole top part just comes right off. And now look, you've got these beautiful spiral Zoodles. And it took me 10 seconds. So what I'm going to do is, when my butternut squash and fennel is done, I'll put on the zucchini zoodles, for about 3 minutes and just toss them with those vegetables, add my sauce, and I'll eat that for dinner and be happy. I've also got some chicken on the